Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Quick 60. Today I'm going to give you an update still on the NFC North. We did the Lions yesterday. They're coming in fourth place in the division, and my predictions for third place in the division might surprise you. So the NFC North division isn't the most competitive division, but I think it's the hardest division right now to predict standings as far as who's going to come first, second, and third, because of all the unknowns and uncertainties. But I have the Green Bay Packers coming in third place this year in the NFC North. Last year they went 13-3. They started 4-0, and then I believe they went 3-3 in the next 6 games, and then they ended up winning out, going to the NFC Championship game. Aaron Rodgers was, of course, the MVP of the league, but I just don't see Aaron Rodgers playing with the Green Bay Packers anytime soon, especially this season. So some key additions that the Packers got, they didn't sign too many free agents, but they did get Devondre Campbell and also Blake Bortles they signed, which could be an integral part of that quarterback competition for Green Bay if or when Aaron Rodgers leaves. They also signed or picked up in the draft, first round pick was Eric Stokes out of Georgia, the corner. He looks really fast, really talented, so that'll help with Jair Alexander on the other side as well if he lives up to the hype. They also got Josh Myers from Ohio State, a center, so that should help the offensive line since they lost Corey Linsley. So speaking of key departures, they lost Corey Linsley. That's the biggest loss that the Green Bay Packers can have, especially with this Aaron Rodgers situation going on. You lose your best offensive lineman, the protection is not going to be as good as it was last year. They also lost Jamal Williams. We talked about that in the prior videos. Christian Kirksey and Lane Taylor. So offensively, Devontae Adams is going to have to step up. Aaron Jones is still going to have to do his thing like he did last year. I think that they have Lazard. He'll be the number 2 receiver. Miles Scanding will probably be the number 3 receiver. But, I think the O-line is going to be the issue this year with the Green Bay Packers offensively. Defensively, they still have Kenny Clark. I think the linebacker core is the weakness. They have Chris Barnes and Kamal Martin inside linebacker. So I think that's going to be their weakness. Their strong point is obviously DBs. They have the best corner in the league in Jair Alexander, in my opinion. And then, like I said, they also signed Stokes with the draft, and they also re-signed Kevin King. So their DBs will be pretty good this year. But the fact of the matter is that when you have your MVP, the MVP of last year not wanting to play for you, refuses to play for you, and the GM for the Green Bay Packers thinks that, you're going to call Aaron Rodgers' bluff and he's just going to show up to training camp. He's old in age. He can retire, and that's his one option that he does have. And if the Green Bay Packers wait too long to trade him, then they're not going to get anything for him or the value that they could get for him. And you don't want it to turn into a 2011 Carson Palmer situation when he didn't want to play for the Bengals and the Bengals didn't want to trade him. And then, if you remember, he just retired. And then he eventually, I think, signed with the Raiders. But he retired, and the Bengals didn't get really anything compensation-wise for him, for Carson Palmer. And then they had to end up starting a third-string quarterback. So you don't ever want that to happen, especially if you're a Green Bay Packers fan. So I guess in hindsight, if there is any good news, if Aaron Rodgers gets traded, or when he gets traded, or if he retires, that Jordan Love has been working first-team reps all training camp. He's been in the books. He didn't play a single snap last year. He was actually the third-string quarterback last year. So we'll see. Obviously, it's going to be a drop-down, a downgrade from Aaron Rodgers. Pretty much every quarterback is. So, you're going to have to hit your growing pains with Jordan Love. Hopefully, he can become something growing within this year. But I have the Green Bay Packers going 6-11 this year, and that's without Aaron Rodgers at the quarterback position. So that's all for the Quick 60, guys. If you like my page, please subscribe down below, click that red button, hit the notification bar. That was third place in the NFC North in the coming days. I'll be going over my predictions for second and then first place in the NFC North. Peace.